Why, hello there, Armor Smiths. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, episode 23, Full Suit. So the closest copper to here... I'll go out that way, into the gravel fields. Oh, I already have that one pinned. Does that mean I've been there? Probably, and I forgot to unpin it. Sounds like me. Well, okie dokie. Sleep time then. Just making sure I put everything I don't need on me away. Actually... well, no, I'll make the plates when, I'll make the tin... plates when I'm doing the smelting. That saves me time. I'm not doing very good at fulfilling my nutritional needs, but hey, you know, whatever. Off we go. So, updating the priority here. Mine more copper for tin bronze. Chisel the copper stuff so from panning. What copper stuff? Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right, Fangface. I totally didn't realize that I could just do that. The copper spear and arrowhead. It might be enough. So before I go venturing off to mine up more, let's see if I can skip that process and recycle, reduce, reuse. It totally lapsed my mind. Yoink! I don't have enough arrowhead, but the spearhead... Wait, what? I can't do it on the spearhead? Why not? Thought I could. But I apparently can't. So I'll... No! Oh, well, the game just, like, lagged badly. You think it's only lamellae? Yeah, I don't think it's a hammer, you know. That's for rocks. Okay, well, I'll have to use that. You know, I'll might as well, given that what I know now, I'll just use the spear. That could become my primary throwing spear. It says it could be melted down. Well, I'm going to use it instead. I'll probably waste it. I'll probably miss and throw it, forget where it was, and never go fetch it. But I got it for free. Well, I got it for panning. It's not a very high cost. So I think this is more or less right where I indicated where it was. Oh, there we go. Medium quality. Not bad. And this will definitely be enough to finish off the tin bronze stuff. The remaining lamellate. And I already have the ingots for the shield. I just need to hammer them down. The copper lamellate piece that I have, I destroyed already with the chisel. I done smashed that good. I suppose it makes sense to do a run of... I'll do a run of 500 anyway, and pour the extra bronze into an axe mold and a pick mold, because, you know, bronze picks, I'm going to go through a lot. So, question for you guys. What to do next? Now that I'm going to have the bronze armor? And I'll leave this pull up for a bit. Alright, that was it. Kind of small. Should be enough, though. You know, while I'm out here, I'll just hit up some of the others adjacent. Save myself some time in the future. I only got 33 chunks. And another medium. I didn't even check a chunk search. I just assumed that there was copper here because I had marked it down. It really goes to show how important it is to just mark everything down when you explore. Mark down every ruin, mark down every cave, mark down every copper chunk on the map. Prospect constantly, mark down resin trees, and, you know, just everything. So that you don't have to research the same area twice. Yeah, every time you find a surface nugget, unless, like, terrain bugs out, you're guaranteed to find something underneath. Not everything will have surface nuggets. The concept of this game is that there's surface, deep. So you're not going to find surface nuggets for a deep vein, but yeah, always mark down your surface nuggets. Let's see if we're done here. There's still a little left somewhere. Dig a little bit more, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna burn my entire pick just to try to find one piece. However, if you guys want me to build and organize, you know, having extra building blocks is kind of nice. So if you were trying to be completionist, one way to do it, to figure out where the last piece is to do chunk searches in the corners. So there's no chunk near here. So the remaining chunk's probably in this corner over here somewhere. As a So I could do a chunk search there, and there's small amounts near here. So yeah, it's somewhere around this corner. Because the chunk search is only a 6 wide cuboid around you, allowing you to narrow it down if you have an area that's large enough. Although I'm sure not finding it. So let's do some more chunk searches. Oh, you know, I might have like 2 veins. Because if it's medium over in this way, this kind of indicates that it's a second vein just adjacent from the original one. Oh, yeah, there we go. And it's lower quality, so that actually it means it was an entirely separate vein. Because the original chunk was a medium quality. So I just happened upon a surface vein adjacent to the one that I had marked down. Fun how that works. Alright, storage and organize. So the only issue with that as a goal, not that I'm not going to do it, is I don't have the purpose-built rooms for a lot of the storage that I want. But one thing I do want to do is to make, now that I'm going to soon have a source of honey, to make crocks, to be able to and also probably make a fruit press. But yeah, I want to set up a way to preserve fruit long term. Ooh, wolves. No nearby. Okay. I'm probably done now. I'll check here too. No nearby. Got it. So the current priority right now for me is to make more storage. I'm just going to leave it like that. Very kind of open-ended. And I found more, so that poor quality node. Huh. There's no bits over here indicating where it was underground. But got a decent amount of copper. So what I'll likely end up doing is throw together some pit kilns so that I can make more storage vessels for food storage. Getting some additional, maybe another cooking pot so I can have 2 cooking pots. Then also getting more boxes. And maybe a crate for coal. I might actually do a crate as well. How about a whole storage room? No, I'm not doing that. I want my rooms to be purpose-built. So like a leatherworking room, a smithy, rather than just like one giant storeroom. I'll probably eventually have some sort of like general storage, but I'd rather wait until I have purpose-built rooms before investing in that. Oh, I also have all this garbage from Dig. That I don't need. For now, like, this will probably just be my storage room. It's my only room. My every room. So I mentioned wanting another pick and an axe. So we'll do another 500. There we go. You don't get the mechanics of smelting like at all? So the ingots, the bits, each bit produces a certain amount of metal. It's a 20-to-1 ratio. So a single ingot is 20 metal bits of stuff. And alloys require those metal bits in different ratios. So I'll show you again in just a sec. So if I take a look at tin bronze and go to like tin bronze ingot, a tin bronze ingot is going to be somewhere between 8 to 12% tin or cassiterite, and then 88 to 92% copper. So when I'm trying to make tin bronze, if I wanted to make 1 ingot of tin bronze, I could do 2 cassiterite and 18 copper, and that would give me a tin bronze ingot. And there's other alloys like black bronze, which will have multiple metals. So black bronze is a little silver, a little gold, and copper. So you're just trying to do in those ratios. So for this is 92 copper, 8 tin, to make 592 nuggets of copper and 8 nuggets of cassiterite to make 500 units of tin bronze, which is enough for 5 ingots, or in my case, an axe, a pickaxe, and 3 lamellay molds. Because each one of these is 100. As you can see in the top center, 100 units of metal, 100 units of metal. So I'm doing 500 units of metal. But it's all just ratios. So while that fires up, I'm going to take some of the charcoal and make the bronze plates that I need for the shield. So I'll heat these bronze bars up. Oops. So that I can work them on the anvil. And I'm actually, I'm going to move my anvil. I personally like to walk around the anvil rather than rotate the object. I find it easier. So I like to have my anvil just like out in the open where I can walk around it. As a personal preference. So eventually my smithy that I will make at some point will incorporate that design. Have an anvil in the center of the room or something like that. Alright, that's about 2/3 done. Cool. Get my tongs too. Don't burn my hands. Has the bees spread? Yeah, there we go. So the bees have spread. The center one is harvestable. The left and right are populated. So I could harvest the center one and not lose all my bees. How do you keep track of seasons? If you hit C, right now it's the 6th of July. Game kind of does it for you. They are bookshelves on the wall. So these are books, and these are molds. So that's a prospecting pick mold and a hammer mold that I just hung up there. So this is the final lamellay castings that I need for the armor. I should also do another casting for armor repairs, but this is good stuff. Okay, so we are making... actually, let me update the priority here. make bronze armor and shield, and then make storage. So this is just the bronze plates needed for the shield. So I'm making tin bronze plate, and I'm just going to add 2 ingots on top of one another, because a plate is 2 ingots worth of metal. Also, it's a lot of hammering. I will say that the Helve Hammer, which is a windmill-driven hammer, will make plates for you, which is amazing. So it's one of the big reasons to get a Helve Hammer, is Helve Hammers allow you to not only make plates, but also to work iron blooms and blister steel, which is... I'm not even going to start to describe, because it's way easier to show you once I have, like, in an iron bloom. But my point is, Helve Hammers are awesome, especially when you want a lot of plates, because there's tons of things that use plates later on. You're gonna need to make a lot of plates. It's something that you make a lot of. For lanterns, for armor, for chutes, and for, you know, all sorts of stuff. Oh, there goes my copper hammer. Automatically swapped. Ooh, and this is doing a smash. A heavy hit, which is not what I wanted to do. I didn't make any mistakes, but I was like, why isn't it going diagonal? Yeah, heavy hit. And then Helve Hammers also, if you like make mistakes hammering out ingots from like blister steel or whatever, Helve Hammers can like fix mistakes, which is pretty awesome too. So if you like cut a piece of metal off, in some cases it's fixable. Surprised there isn't a plate mold. If there was a plate mold, it would negate the use of half of the use of a Helve Hammer. So although it makes sense to have a plate mold, maybe. Well, there's actually, so in real life, for molds, here, let me finish this though. In real life for molds, you also like ingots are shaped in a way that metal will come out of the mold, so they're tapered. If molds like these, you would have to replace every time because they're not tapered. Ow, I should not stand on them. Not that I care for that level of realism, I'm just saying that realistically it'd be a bit of a problem having molds that aren't tapered. Same with these ingots. The ingots in this game are rectangular. They're not rhombus or trapezoidal, so that they would have to be replaced every time. But that level of pedantry is not enjoyable to play. I don't want to look at this ugly thing anymore. But if there's ever like, oh, I wish, you know, just check. There might be a mod for it, as people point out. Mods for kind of everything. That's ugly. I can fix that. All right, we are almost done with the shield now. Hope this stays hot enough. You know, before this loses heat, I'm just going to use the last of the forge's heat to heat it all the way up. It's probably hot enough, but I don't want to have to add more charcoal because I pulled it off the forge quickly. I feel as if this was not the progress I had made. Oh well. It's like a different shape. Yeah, it shifted a pixel. It's fine. My little flashlight in the night. One thing I should do, however, is like, once I'm done with this, my bronze hammer, the only hammer that I have left, is already sporting some damage. So I'm gonna want to make another bronze hammer. I should have ran a 600 stack of tin bronze for a spare hammer. And because everything got shifted, I had to do a lot more hammering on this plate than the last one. All things that a helve hammer could do for free. I will probably leave the lamellae molds out so that I can make a run of lamellae for armor repairs, and then I'll put the hammer mold out too. All right. Now the moment of truth. Got my tin bronze axe head and pick head. So I have lots of spare tools. But that's not what you want to see. You want to see the shield. Boom. Tin bronze shield. And this goes in your offhand. It has a passive chance to block. 15% where it absorbs 3 damage. But if you crouch, you actually hold the shield up. And it's directional, but it has a 90% chance to block, absorbing damage. So when you're fighting with a sword, you usually fight like this, where you crouch where you're actively blocking and you fight. And then if you're throwing a spear, you obviously don't block because, you know, you want to move around faster. Carrying a shield around in your offhand like makes you hungrier, so you usually don't run around with it all the time like that. And then the last piece would be the actual armor. So grab my large pelt and let's double check the oops. It's okay. Like this. There we go. I now have a full set of bronze lamellae armor. Yeah! It's a lot of work, but that will protect me from everything 2 and under, meaning like damage to your 2 and under, which is pretty good. So I'm gonna put that stuff away for now because I don't need to be wearing it and making myself hungry. And then before I go to sleep, let's do. Yeah, I'm really low on charcoal, so I'm really glad I'm making more. Let's do another run of. Let's do a 5, and I'll just have a, I'll do an ingot of bronze that I can use. So 92 copper and 8 cassiterite. So you can see how, like, I'm really stretching the cassiterite. So that I don't have to go hunting for more anytime soon. And the next task you have me embark on is storage. So I'm just sticking some of the stuff I don't need right now up on the walls here. But in the morning I'll be digging out some pit kilns and doing some firing for storage vessels and crocks. And then maybe doing a run of copper so that I can make copper nails and scraps for more trunks. So the other thing to make is a crate. Like one of these. With planks so that I can store high volumes of a single thing, like charcoal, in them. So that's going to be another thing that I make out of a bunch of wood boards. I could do one of those now. Might as well. If I have the right amount of boards for it. Is it like this? Yeah, that's a crate. Perfect. I forget if it's a problem putting it next to the forge. Let's say it is. So the advantage of that is, like I could put a single item in there and it stacks. So right now there's 64 nuggets of copper in this crate that I can pull out or put in. Generally, you want to put things that you do want to stack up, like really high, like charcoal, in there. But that's always nice. What happened with the stick I was drying with the, for the bow? It is 94% dry. It's not even dry yet. That's why I did it. Like, the first thing I got when I got the saw blade is, like, make a bow staff, because it just takes so long to dry. So, like, another good thing for a pine crate would be, like, the granite stone chunks, or something like that. You know, just to take the burden off of storing all that stuff. Forest fires is a great way to get a slideshow in this game. Yeah, absolutely. We're almost ready with the pour. Does the bow have durability? So, this bow stave, is the long one, which makes a 750 durability longbow. Yeah, I could start drawing another one. I don't have the right wood for it, though, I don't think, on hand. So I would need to go, I would need to go chopping a tree down for it, and I'm not going out in the dark for that. I'm scared. Oh, this is finally molten. And if you put a parchment here, you can label it, so it will say like charcoal, which is neat. While this is already hot, I'm going to make an ingot of copper so that I can make another chest. Might as well. Actually, I'll just leave it there. So, current priority now is make, storage, and organize. Do I have enough for a lantern? I don't yet. I don't have any clear quartz. I could go digging for one, but I don't have a pulverizer to turn quartz chunks into glass, and I don't have clear quartz. Enough clear quartz for a lantern. I do have enough metal for it. For like a copper plate, obviously. I will only 40 copper nuggets for a plate, but no lantern yet. Some point. I think I am going to harvest that harvestable skep, though. So for that, you're still down there, huh? I really should put you out of your misery. For that, I'm going to need 16 cattails. How much food should you have stored for the winter? That is highly variable. Your food needs depends on the clothing that you're wearing, how injured you get. You know, so I don't really have a solid number, but as much as you can, as long as you preserve it well. Because it won't hurt you to have too much. It will kill you to have too little. And then also, like, if you... Ooh, mature carrots. If you really like to, like, go hunting, you know, or you have bunny... Like, there's ways to feed yourself anyway. So if you don't mind spending a lot of time hunting in the winter for bushmeat, you know, you could get by. You're just, the issue with nutrition is when you don't fulfill all of your nutrition, you'll have less hit points. Meaning it's a lot easier to die, etc. A snack for me and a snack for Yoda? Hey, bud. Can you break down a tool right before it breaks to salvage it? No. Tools are not salvageable like that. Alright, that raw meat is gone. Way too far gone. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, which originally streamed live on Twitch, November 24th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.